Do you guys know Canva? Have you guys used it? Awesome. Okay. I like the nods and no's. It's good to know. Okay. So basically, what we're going to do is we are going to set up a Canva account, and then we're going to make posters on that. We're going to do like an all about me poster as like a practice, like for making posters in like general, because posters are useful when you're trying to spread information or when you're trying to like promote an event, like how we do and how like you guys probably got a poster when you found out about this event. So I'm going to share my screen. So basically what you guys want to do is go to canva.com. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay, cool. So basically, and if you guys have questions, by the way, I'm not able to see all of you, so like just like unmute yourself or maybe type it in the chat to Ria, Rachika, Ankit, or Soba, and they'll just like shout it out to me that I need to go slower or like I'm being confusing. But okay, so can you guys all go to canva.com and just like, okay, like I guess just give me a thumbs up when you're there is the best
Also
way.
send it in the link in the chat if you don't want to type it in.
Sure, okay, let me do that.
Don't worry, Shoni, I got it.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I'll type it in.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just signing out of my account so I can help you guys with how we would sign in. So yeah, this like might be the page that you come to. Okay, is everyone good? Does anyone need help so far?
Link is in chat, so you can just copy and paste it.
Yeah. And please feel free to like say something if you guys need help. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna most likely need to go to sign up, but sometimes what works is I click login with Google. So when I click login with Google, can you guys see this little box that's coming up? So basically, then there's different accounts that I have signed in. I don't know if that's what you guys have or you don't have, but if you don't, what you can do is you can click down here, new to Canva, sign up. And I would sign up with an email. So then what you're gonna do is just type your name and then whatever your email is. If you guys are like younger and you don't know your email, you can just ask your parents if they're nearby. And I'll like give you a couple seconds to do that if you need to. And then just create a password. It can be like Canva123 or like something like that. I don't know if you're gonna use this like for the future or if this is just a one-time thing for you, but you guys can plan around that. Okay, so that was a lot of information. So let's first make our accounts. So what I'm gonna do is I already have an account. So I'm clicking login with Google. And I have my accounts already signed in. So I'm just gonna pick my email. And it's loading. And now I'm in and I'm at this screen. Okay, when you're at this screen, tell me. And if you need help, I will like say something.
I'm done.
You're good? Okay, awesome. Okay, everyone else. So Prisha, Jay, Nick, Nisha, mine's Neha, Karan. Good? Okay, Nick's good, Karan's good, Prisha's good, Jay, you're good. Nisha, are you good? Arpit? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. If you need to stop me later. And like, yeah, just like say something. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the templates. So we're gonna be making a poster, but as you can see, there's a lot of different things you can do on Canva. And again, this is useful because if you like wanna make business cards or if you're trying to make a website or if you need to like make a presentation for school, this is gonna be like really helpful for that. But what I'm gonna be teaching you is posters because that's kind of what we do with OSA Youth. It's like a very important like part of how we like spread our events and stuff. And so it's important that it's just a good skill to have in general. Okay, so I'm clicking posters. So here's what I did. I went to templates, I hovered over it, and I'm going down and I'm clicking posters. So this is where I'm at. Does everyone see this? Thumbs up are good. Okay, Jay's good, Sudeepa's good, Nick's good. Prisha, Nisha, Karan?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, awesome. Okay. So the next part of making a poster is it's important to think about what you are trying to have the event for. So for example, if in this case, we're going to do an all about me. So we're going to need to have pictures. We're going to need to have like words. We can't just pick like this because This one is just one picture. It doesn't show anything, you know? And when we're trying to give information, this might not be the right choice. So we can look at other ones like this one. See, this one is like good for like if you have like a little bit of information to share. You're not actually trying to tell someone something. It's just like if you have an event or something, it's like the time, the place, like who's going to be there, like things like that. So I would say for us, and I don't know if your posters are in the same order as mine, but what I think would be a good one would be to pick something from down here because it has a good combination of pictures, but then also words. So I like this one, this classroom safety rule one. Are you guys all good with using this template? Yeah. And can everyone find this one? I went, hold on, 1, 2, 3, I'm 4 rows down. Can everyone find it? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
If you guys can't find it while scrolling, I think there should be a name to that poster, and if they want, they can search it up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna click on it. I can tell you the name. Okay, it's called this. I'll copy and paste it in the chat, and maybe you can just type it in the search bar, but here. Okay, that's the beginning of it. Okay, Naisha, are you having trouble logging in?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Do you know your email?
I only use my school district one.
Okay, I don't know if that one is going to work, but okay, we can try that for you. So can you click maybe log in, and then can you click log in with Google?
Yeah, it isn't working when I do that. It says we couldn't find an account with the credentials you provide.
Okay, can you try clicking sign up at the bottom? Like create an account?
Okay, sign up then.
Okay, now try doing sign up with Google. And
And
try,
now it gives me what we'll be using Canva for.
just what are the options?
Personal, teacher, non-profit or charity, small business, large company, or student.
Say personal.
Start my free trial.
Awesome. Okay, now can you go to templates and then can you click posters?
Oh, that doesn't come. It like has some sort of bill.
It has, okay.
It like says yearly, 119.99.
You should be able to have a free trial. Is there anything that says like not right now or like I don't want this option now?
Nope.
Nothing.
Hey, Naisha, can you share your screen so we can see what you're seeing?
Okay.
Wait, go back. Okay, click maybe later. Click maybe later.
Yeah.
Okay, then you should be good.
Okay.
Click on poster.
Yeah, there's not. There it is.
Okay, can you stop sharing screen? Okay,
Thank
awesome.
you.
So
Sorry, go ahead, Shania.
Yeah, so I put the name of the poster in the chat. Were you guys all able to get access to this one particularly, this design?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Let's click it and let's do it now. Okay, so I'm just gonna say customize this template. Okay. So basically, hold on, I'm just gonna make you guys smaller. Okay, so basically what we want to do is, since it's an all about me, we want to add pictures and we also want to add like words too. So this is like a big heading here. So since that's like kind of like a big eye-catching thing, does anyone have an idea of like maybe what we'd write there since it's an all about me? You can unmute.
You could type like all about me.
Okay, good. So like we don't want to put a lot of word there. We don't want to put our hobbies, like our favorite color, like everything there. That's gonna look too cramped. What's like maybe like 1 or 2 words that like, if it's all about you, what's one piece of information you want to have there?
You could like do
Yeah, Arpit?
You could put an adjective and then your name
Good,
because
Yes.
because you're talking about yourself.
good. The first thing we want to do is put our name because that's going to be the most eye-catching thing and we want people to know our name because it's all about us. So how I do it is I just double click and it highlights everything. I'm just going to click delete and I'm going to type my name. Okay, is everyone good with that? Now with typing your name, as you can see, if you guys just come back, I know you guys are probably working on your own screen, but if you just look at me real quick, so they have this thing, which like will twist the text box if you want. And then they also have this, which will move it. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit more to the side and I'm gonna make it straight. Okay, and I wanna make it a little bit bigger, so I'm just gonna make it a tiny bit bigger because, yeah, I just wanna make my name a little bit bigger. Okay, is everyone good with that? You can play around with it. If you want, do you see how fonts are up here? So you can pick different fonts. If you want, you can do one type of font throughout the whole thing, or you could do different ones for different sections. You can change the size. You can change the color. So keep in mind, this is your poster. So I know we all pick the same template, but whatever colors, whatever like font, however you guys want to make it, this is up to you now. So yeah, you guys can play around with it for a little bit. And this thing that says class 1 butterfly, you can just delete it. I don't think we have anything there. Or if you wanted to do how Arpit was mentioning, putting an adjective about yourself, you could do that. But yeah, just play around with the text here because this is like the big centerpiece kind of. So if you want to do a bigger font or something like that, I'll just give you guys like maybe like 10 more seconds and then we can.
Can you find the page you guys are on?
Okay, do you see on the chat, I like put some words, that's what it's called. So maybe if you want to search that one up, or if you don't get that one, then maybe you could just find another one. That's like kind of similar. It'll all be kind of the same process anyways, so. Now a cool thing here, and if you guys click on text on the left side, do you guys see that? Yeah, thumbs up. You guys see the text on the left where it says the word text right here? Okay, if you click on that, you can pick something like, okay, so I'm just gonna click this word enjoy, right? So this is like a little bit more interesting than this font. Or you could like do, you see this one called glow. So now the letters have like kind of a glowy effect to them. If you don't want to do like,
Wait, how do I do that?
okay, so you see text on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay, just click on it. Now, when it says search up text, you can search up the word glow.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, whatever you want to pick, you guys can explore. There's like, these are just the top options, but if you want to like scroll down, there's a lot of like cool fonts and stuff. So like maybe if you don't want to do the regular text, which actually I think I'm going to delete this. I kind of like the glow one. So I'm going to keep the glow one right here. And I'm going to write my name in that. And then this, again, you can change the color of. So this is, see, like my name's getting too big. So I'm just going to make the box a little bigger and I'm going to make the font a little smaller. Is everyone following so far? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move this up a little. And I'm gonna change it to, okay, now I'm gonna teach you guys the next thing. So right now, this poster kind of has like a green and blue background, but maybe you want it to be like pinks or reds. So what you can do is, okay, this, I'm clicking on the box where it's green. And do you guys see up here, this square of green? So I'm gonna click on that and let's say I wanna make it pink. Do you guys see how my box has turned pink now? So if you guys want, you can change it to a totally different color theme, your poster. So I'm gonna pick, and you can click on this and see, you can pick like special colors. You can like make your own type of color. I kind of like this purple. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds. I can see you all kind of, but I can't tell if you guys are following or not. Can I get like a thumbs up from everyone? Or if you have any questions, just tell me.
Do you want us to do only our name right now?
Yeah, let's just start with that. We're gonna move on pretty soon, but if you guys also want, you can change this background color too. Just do the names and then we're gonna move on pretty soon. Okay, so everyone's good with the name part so far? Yeah? Jay, Prisha, Sejal, I know you just joined us, Karan, Arpit, Aisha.
Yeah, I'm good.
Everyone's good?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Awesome. Okay, next part. So this, I'm gonna make my poster just a little bit bigger because I like cannot see, but okay, it's a lot bigger. But this part, now I want to add some information. So I think what we could do here is we could say like our favorite color, our favorite animal, maybe just like basic facts like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight all of this. I'm gonna delete it. And I'm gonna just type favorite color. And then I'm gonna write purple because that's my favorite color. Now I'm gonna hit enter, next line. Let's do favorite animal. Again, whatever you guys wanna do here. You wanna do your favorite sport, your favorite TV show, your favorite song, it's all up to you. Pick maybe I would say like 3 or 4. So I'm just gonna, yeah. Yeah, just pick 3 or 4, anything you want. What's the 4th thing I can do? Okay, Ria, Ankit. What should my 4th thing be? Soba, help me out. What's a fun 4th thing I can do?
Movies.
Favorite movie? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now that I have this font is kind of like very small. So basically what I want to do is I want to make it bigger because I want it to be able to show on my poster. And here it's not even a lot of words, which is why it's going to be like eye-catching, quick to read. When you're making posters, guys, one of the biggest things is you don't want to put too many words because sometimes posters like, okay, I'm going to ask, okay, pop quiz. Where are some places that you guys see posters? Anyone can unmute themselves. Just name.
Outside.
Hmm?
Outside your room.
Okay. Where else? Maybe like the library, grocery stores, right?
Yeah.
And when you go to those places, do you have time to like sit and like read everything that's on it? Not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just walking past and you just see like a bright color or a bright image and you're just like, oh, that's interesting. And then you like quickly look at the main like biggest points. So when you're making a poster, you don't want to like write paragraphs and paragraphs because not a lot of people are going to read it then. You want it to be like quick and easy to look at. So here try to use like kind of as less words as possible. And try to be big on like bright colors, bright pictures that will really like catch people's attention. So for example, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the poster for the graphic design workshop that the one that we're here at right now. And you guys saw that poster probably. That poster doesn't have a lot of words and stuff. It's just like a quick description of the event, the time, the Zoom meeting, the date, and then like the age group. And then it just has some nice pictures and like it's a bright orange color so that it really catches your eye, right? It's not like a big essay about what we're going to be doing here. So you want to make sure that your posters are very like easy to read and that they're like very like easy to catch your eye too. Okay, but anyways, that's that. So same thing here. I'm going to make my font bigger. If you guys want, again, you can pick one of your special kind of text fonts. And by the way, at the end, a couple of you guys can share out. You guys can share your screen. We can all look at each other's posters. So if any of you guys want to do that, just keep that in your mind. So I'm going to change my font. I'm going to change this because this one looks fun. I'm going to change my color because I don't like this gray. I think it's a little dull. So I think I like this green. And then I'm going to make my font a little bigger. Has everyone done like 3 to 4 categories? Yeah. We've made it this far. Everyone's good. I'm looking for thumbs and nods.
I'm not done yet. I only have one more left.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Take your time. And I'm going to change the background color here too. I like the blue, but I want it to be a little darker. So what are we going to do? Okay. Something like that would be good. And I know you guys are probably like zoomed in right now to kind of focus on the more specific areas, but every once in a while try to zoom out a little bit, see how it kind of looks together. Because right now you might be doing individual sections and that section looks good, but if it's not like matching with other sections, you won't even realize it until the very end. And then now you have to go back and like redo the whole thing. So like, see this purple and blue, I don't know if they match that well, but I'm just gonna keep it for the sake of this. But if this was a real poster, I might change it to like a little bit of a lighter blue, or maybe like a yellow is kind of fun, but maybe something like this, to be honest. I don't know. Okay. Is everyone good to move on? Okay, we're gonna start doing some pictures now. So if you guys click on the sidebar on the left, click elements. There's a lot of different, like, I guess like pictures that Canva has. So for example, let's say I want a picture. My favorite animal is a zebra. So I'm gonna search up zebras. So they have pictures of zebras, but see, they're not like actual pictures. It's kind of like a GIF type of thing, or like a cartoon, I guess. So I like this picture of the zebra. So I don't want these like shapes on the side. Right now, for me, I would rather put some pictures here. So I'm just gonna click on the shape and delete it. Is everyone good with that? How I deleted the shape? And now I'm here and I'm gonna take this picture of the zebra and it's just come here. And I'm gonna move it so it goes up here. I'm gonna make it a little smaller so it'll fit. But yeah. And you guys might have done different like color and animal and like categories than me. So don't just search up zebra, search up what applies to your poster. But yeah, and I'm gonna do it now for the next 4. So I don't want to delete all the shapes. I kind of want to keep like 1 or 2. I think I'm gonna just delete this one. And I think I'm gonna put a picture of a notebook because I said I liked math. Take your time with this, find like the image that you like. And see, right now I'm putting it on the sidebar, but when you're making your own poster, you can put it kind of wherever you want, however you want to design the poster. Like what seems the most natural to you. I kind of want to change the background color of the poster. I kind of like that, but okay. Next, there's this picture down here, which I also don't like. So I'm going to, again, put a different picture. If you guys want, you can get a picture from the internet. So how that's going to work is, I don't want to do that. Okay, my favorite movie is The Parent Trap. So I'm searching up The Parent Trap. I'm going to go to images. I'm going to pick a picture. I like this picture. I think it's good. So now I'm going to click. I'm going to copy the image, go back to my poster. I don't want this one or that. And I'm going to paste it. And there are the pictures. Did everyone watch me do that? Does anyone want to see me do it one more time? I'm not trying to see everyone. So just like yell out if you want to see me do it one more time.
How do you do if you're on an iPad?
Okay, so on an iPad, I admit I do not know how to do it as well. I think a computer would be the easiest way to do it. But
if you're on the iPad, if you look up an image, you can hold down on the image and there should be a couple options like save to photos. And then once you go back into the Canva, there should be an option where it allows you to add an image.
So I can teach you how to do the add an image part if you save it to your photos. So let's do that. So once you've saved it to your photos, you can click uploads. Does this make sense for iPad, Neil? The upload.
Yeah, if you hit upload media, it should give you an option like to access photos.
Okay. So yeah, then it'll, I mean, right now for me, it does not say, I mean, I'll click on my device and stuff, but yeah, and then I could go to my photos, but give me 1 second. Okay, but yeah, so it should say add from your photo library, Naisha, so that should work. Did everyone get the how I got the Parent Trap picture from the internet, or does anyone want to see it one more time? Just like yell out because I can't see all of you right now. Okay, Jay, Prisha, Karan, Arpit, Sudeep.
No, I'm good.
Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you guys how to do QR codes. Okay, so QR codes are like this. So let's say I want to find a Wikipedia page about zebras. I'm gonna go to Wikipedia because I like want them to know more about zebras. I'm gonna search up zebras. And this is my link, okay? And I've copied the link. Does everyone get how to do this? How to find the website and copy the link? We're good with that? Jay, Prisha, you guys are good? Awesome. Now I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna click more. Oh, wait. Give me 1 second. I don't know where I'm. Oh, right here. So I just searched up QR code. Or I mean, if you scroll down in apps and integrations, it'll say QR code. So I'm gonna click on that and I'm just gonna paste the URL. Okay, cool. And then click generate code. And right here I have this code. So I don't want this. I'm gonna delete this circle thing. And I'm gonna take my code and I'm just gonna put it down here. So now if you were to put your poster like in the library or in the grocery store, and let's say like you wanna like link it to your school website or like something like that, all they have to do is scan. Okay, well, will someone tell me how QR code works? Who knows how QR code works? No one?
Wait, could you show how you did it again?
Yes. So I copied the link. Did you get that part?
Yeah.
Okay, now I went back here. Okay, I want you to click, it's gonna say more here.
Okay.
Find apps and integrations, and you see this.
Oh, okay. I wanted to know how you added the QR code part.
Okay, so then paste the link and click generate code.
And then it'll pop up there.
Did it pop up?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And do you know what a QR code does while I'm talking to you?
Yeah. If you scan it with camera up, that goes to the website that you linked it to.
Good. So in case anyone didn't know, that's how it works. So this is very helpful because that way you don't have to put a link that someone has to type into their phone. They can just scan it and automatically they'll be taken to that website. So this is good when you're hanging up posters in person and stuff. Okay. So this is what we have so far. And this is honestly most of what I have for you guys. Now what I would say is you could just make it pretty. So what I want to do is I'm going to search up line of flowers. Let's see if they have that. At this point, I'll give you guys like 3 minutes. And then we're going to switch to what Soba has for you guys, but let's just play around with this for a little bit. Just try to like find some like stuff you can add to your poster. I've taught you guys the majority of what I know. It really is pretty easy. And I'm confident you guys did a good job. And if you have any questions, if you want me to go over anything, we can go back to it. A cool thing, by the way, is, so I put this flower image, if you guys can see it, you can change all of the colors in it. If you click at the colors at the top left, I could change like any of them to whatever I want to change it to. See? So yeah, so I'm just gonna put it up here so it looks like I have a nice design up here. But yeah, just play around with your posters. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen just for a little.
If you guys want to show your examples, feel free to ask and we can let you share your screen.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, I can go over anything again. But yeah.
If anyone is done, does anyone want to share their Canva and show what they wrote down?
If you don't volunteer, we'll probably just tell you to do it. So, but not in a mean way.
I'm still looking at mine, so maybe like wait in like 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm still working.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just working on mine right now. Just like, I'm just playing around with colors, seeing what looks best together, things like that. And that's, I would say, really the fun of it. just like it's a lot of creativity. While you guys are working, actually, let me show you some of our previous posters, which some of you guys might have already seen that if you have come to our previous events. But as I'll just show you the different posters and you can just see like kind of how it looks every time. Like I'll show you why we chose the specific design for each one. I'll share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this was our college and career fair event. I know a lot of you guys are probably young, so you probably did not come. If you look at the poster, it was this poster. So see, it was just very easy to read. At the very bottom, you saw the registration date, the event date, the Zoom link, like, and then there was a lot of big pictures that kind of like represented what we were talking about. It was like very easy to read. Like you knew what you were like, you found what you were looking for very quickly. Yeah. So I'll show you guys another one. If you look at this one has the picture in the background, which I really like. Again, big like date at the bottom, like links are big, so it's very easily accessible. Just a quick 1-sentence summary about what the event was, so it doesn't feel like you're reading a lot of information. Like at the top of my head, within 30 seconds, I can look at this and know where, when, what I need to do, and what's gonna be there at the event. Let's look here. And see, every poster kind of has a different color, but they're all very bright colors. Again, 1-sentence information, date, Zoom link, very easy to access. And then of course, the one from today, which you guys probably saw at some point. And actually this flower thing is related to what Soba's gonna be teaching you guys. So, and then of course, Canva is what we're using right now. So see, we didn't even put words, we just used these pictures and already you understand kind of what where the event is gonna go. Okay, who wants to share their poster?
All right, Jerry, go ahead. And then Karan, you go next.
Okay. So I did this. My name is Jay Rao, and my favorite color is blue. My favorite animal is a dog. My favorite subject is English, and my favorite movie is A Spy Next Door. I absolutely love dogs, so I put one right over here. And I love English, so I just put some books over here. And then I put a soccer ball because my favorite sport is actually soccer, and I love soccer. And then I put this QR code right over here in the corner. It leads to a dog Wikipedia page. And I just put A Spy Next Door image right here.
Good job. This is awesome. This is super good, Jay.
Thank you.
Good job. Awesome job. Okay. Let's do Karan and then Nick, you want to go after him?
So this is my Canva, and so I put my name on top. I put like my favorite colors, my favorite animal, and like my favorite food. So I had like my picture of my favorite food here. I had like 4 animals here to like show them like, what my favorite ones are, and that's pretty much it.
Cool. I like it, and I like the colors. They fit very well together. Okay, Nick, you wanted to go next?
So what I did is my favorite sport is basketball, so I put a basketball there, and my favorite color is purple, so I made a purple background. And my favorite TV show is The Flash, so I put the Flash there. And my favorite animal is a jaguar, so I put a QR code leading to the Wikipedia for a jaguar, and a jaguar right here. And my
Awesome. And if you guys notice, Nick has very bright colors, so it's very easy. It like catches your eye almost immediately. Okay, Ayan and Sneha, what's up?
Uh, okay, so I put my favorite color. I put blue as my favorite color. My favorite animal is penguin, and then I have a QR code for a penguin. And my favorite African disease is actually malaria. So I put the QR code for, I put the picture for malaria. And I think African diseases just represent me as a being because my mom sometimes calls me a disease. So that's all about me.
See, it's a very funny poster. Good. It's good to be like that. That's so funny. Oh my God. Okay, who else wants to go? I'm still laughing. Okay, if no one else wants to go, we can move on to Soba's thing. I hope you guys use posters in the future. And I mean, they're very helpful, an easy way to spread information. And good job, guys. You really understood what was going on, which is awesome. Okay.
Yeah, you guys did awesome. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, I don't know if you guys have heard of Photoshop, but it's a place where you can create like graphic art or art on the computers. So today we're not using actual Photoshop, we're gonna use a website that's almost literally exactly like Photoshop. So make sure you guys save your canvas. They should automatically save when you're exiting the tabs, but just make sure, or if you want to just keep that tab open, it's fine. Open up a new tab here, I'll share my screen. Thumbs up if you guys can see what I'm showing you guys. Yeah, okay. So you guys just want to search up, I already have my thing open. You want to search up photopea.com. So can someone put that in the chat for me, please?
I got you, Stella.
Thank you. So photopea.com. So this is a web browser. So I know the project I'm going to be doing today will take a good amount of time. So I'll just walk through it. And if you guys have any questions while watching me, you guys can follow my directions, but I will be speeding through it a little. So this is all recorded, so you guys can watch this later as well. So you just want to go to this. This is where it's going to lead you when you enter this link. Let me know when you get here. Just unmute or thumbs up, then I'll know. It might be harder for mobile devices because today what we'll be doing requires like, I guess, a mouse because you'll be drawing lines and everything. But if you guys can do it on your iPad, then that's good. Did you guys reach the website?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The first thing you're gonna do when you get here, this is a small box is gonna show up and you're gonna click on a new project. It's gonna be the first bullet point. And when you click on it, some different templates will come up, but today we're just gonna make just a white square, okay? Just a blank canvas. So you'll see on the side where it says new project, there's gonna be a button that says create, okay? And you're just gonna press on create and it'll show up like this, okay?
Wait, how do I get to create? How do I get to new project? Because
I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, here, I'll bring it up again. So when you go to the website, you're going to see this big square in the middle. Does everyone see that? Yeah. So on the first bullet point, it's going to say new project, okay? Because we're going to make a new art piece. So we're going to press new project, and you're going to see all these templates. You can, if you are creating any pieces of art with these templates that you like, you probably could. But today I'll be teaching you what's called a low poly graphic. Okay, it's a type of art that you saw probably on the poster. But so to make, you're just going to create a white canvas. You just need a plain blank canvas, right? To get there, you'll see on the edge, on the left side, on the top, it says create button, and you're going to press that, and it's going to make a blank canvas just right there for you. Okay, let me know when you get to the step. I'm going to speed through some of the steps. So even if you have any questions, just let me know. But if you guys do want to, this is all recorded, so you guys can come back and watch this later as well. Everyone good? Thumbs up? Yeah, okay. So this is what we call, it's gonna be the background layer. You'll see on the right-hand side, you're gonna see, let me know if you guys can't see this, I'll show you how to get here. But you're gonna have all these different words, and then down here, you'll have this thing called background, okay? So the first thing we wanna do is we're gonna go to the side, to the left side, and you see, these are all the tools on the left side. Okay, what I'm highlighting right now is all the tools. What you wanna do is you're gonna go to this, you see how it's like a gradient? Goes from white to black, and it's called the gradient tool if you hover over it. You're gonna right click that and you're gonna press the paint bucket tool. Okay, so again, it looks like this gradient on the side. You wanna right click and you'll press the paint bucket tool. Once you're here, you wanna color the background black. So down here, see how I have red and black? You guys might have different colors here, maybe white and black, but you wanna click on black. And if you can't, if you just click on one of the open colors, drag your dot all the way down to the left and it'll turn black, okay? And then press okay. And now that this is paint bucket, click on the paint bucket and turn your, oh, mine's red. You want it to be black. Nope. There you go. You want the black to be on top because that's the color. See how we can switch it down here? There's a little switch button. You want the black to be on top. So click on paint bucket and you're gonna make your background black. Okay, so this is what you wanna end up with right now. Let me know when you get to this part. I actually already have my project open on a different slide. So technically this is what you're gonna be seeing. So you want this. Let me know when you get to this black screen or black background.
I'm there.
There, okay. Now what you want to do is you want to find a photo, okay? So anywhere, just go to Chrome and you want to search for photos. To begin with, I like using flowers. This is the photo I chose. So you guys, I think the easiest things to do are flowers or maybe even types of food. So if you guys like flowers or do you guys like burgers, anything actually, you guys just copy and paste a picture. It has to be really good quality though. You don't want words to be on it. You just want a really nice photo of something, okay? Yes, does anyone have a question?
Arpit had a question.
Can you please repeat what you just said? I don't
Yes.
know how to get a photo.
So you guys are on a black background. I already have my photo on here, but what you want to do is just search up here. I'm going to search up flower photos. And you're just going to go to images and you're going to pick a photo that you like. I already have a photo, but if we were going to do a photo, I really like this flower, right? So I'm just going to copy it and then go to this, go back to my tab that has my black background. And at the right-hand bottom, don't just copy paste it yet. At the right-hand bottom, there's some more tools. You're going to press on this like sticky note. It's gonna, if you hover over it, it's going to say new layer. So you want to press on that. Okay. If you press on that, this will pop up and it'll say layer 2, or it'll say layer 1 for you guys actually, but it'll look like this checkerboard, white and gray checkerboard, and you want to click on that layer. You'll know when you're on a layer is if I click on the background, you'll see it turns like this gray. So if you want to always click on the layer that you're working on. So yours will say layer 1. And so now that you've copied your picture, you're going to copy it, go to your tab, and you're going to Control V in this layer, okay? So now my picture's right here and you can just move it to the center.
How do you do it for iPad?
For iPad, probably the same way you did. You're gonna have to save it to your photos. And then instead of Control C, Control V-ing, you're gonna have to go to File. You're gonna go to File on the top edge. This is probably best made on computer. So if you have access to a computer later, this will probably be so much easier. I don't know for sure, but if you go to File, Open and Place, you should be able to, I'm on my laptop, so it's not going to take me anywhere. But if you do Open and Place, you'll be able to get that photo using your where it's saved.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do you move the image? Whenever I copy and paste my image, it cuts off everything and I can't figure out how to move it.
Okay, sometimes it makes the picture really, really big. So for that, you want to go to Image. image size. Do you see where it says image size?
Yes.
You're gonna click on image size and you're gonna make this really, really small. So mine's at 1200, 1280. You wanna make that, I'm not gonna make mine any smaller because mine's a pretty good size. You're gonna make that really small, okay?
That isn't working.
It isn't working. Okay, some pictures just have a really big like size, so it probably won't work. Is there any another photo that you're interested in?
Oh, well, I'll try and find one.
Okay, let me
What do you do after you press the sticky note?
after the sticky note, you're gonna control V. If you're working on a computer, you want to control V, which means so after you found your picture, you've copied it and now you want to paste it into your layer. So make sure you're on layer 1. For you, it's gonna be layer 1, and you want to control V, okay? So now it should look like this, okay? I'm gonna switch on to the picture I have.
2 other people have questions. Karan and Arpit, do you guys want to ask?
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot to lower my
Wait, could you tell me how to change the size again?
How to change the size? Okay. You're gonna go on the top, you're gonna see file, edit, image, all those. You're gonna press on image and you're gonna go to image size, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna click on image size and you're gonna see the thing right here. I don't know if you can see me, but it's linked. So you wanna go to your height and you wanna change this to a really small number. My photo's really, here, my photo's at 1,000, but if I make it 100, see how my width changed because it's linked, and I press OK, my image will turn really small.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make mine really big again because this is perfect for me, but you just want to have it a smaller size so you guys can see the actual thing that you're working on. I'm gonna go to the next step. Okay, so if you guys want to
Prisha has a question. So we have one more person has a question.
Okay. I can't see the
Prisha,
people, so.
It's okay. Prisha, go ahead. You can ask your question.
It's not showing a layer 1 or layer 2 for me. It's just showing background.
Okay, so down on the right-hand side, you'll see this little sticky note looking image. And if you hover over it, it'll say new layer. So that's when you want to what you want to click on. So if you do that, you're gonna do this. It's gonna show up as a. I have so many layers open already. You guys will probably only have 2 or 3 right now. So you're gonna have like this white and gray background checkered. Okay. So you have to click on this post-it note at the bottom. And once you create that, yours will say layer 1, and then you want to just control paste onto that.
Thank you.
Yep. So I'm gonna keep going. And then if you guys have any questions, stop me. You guys don't exactly have to follow along because this will take a long time. So after you get your photo, I'm gonna use the photo I already had. So it's gonna be this flower. After I take it, I wanna only make the flower. I don't wanna make any of the leaves part of this, right? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go, see how there's just this gray rectangle right here? And if you hover over, it's just this rectangle. You wanna right click on that and you're gonna go to line. Okay, so this line, you're gonna click on line. After that, you wanna go to the top. You can pick any color. I just leave mine red, but you can take this color and you can make it any really bright color. You wanna use something really bright so then you'll know what the line colors are. Make this a really bright color and then you wanna make, this, see how mine says 4.4? You want to make that really small. So you can make that a 2. Okay. And then it'll be perfect size. I'm going to leave mine pretty big so you guys can see it. But if you want to make it smaller, or don't make it bigger because then you won't be able to see the effect of the picture. But you can make it smaller or leave it this size.
Wait, I can't find the line tool.
Line tool. Okay. So you're going to go from the bottom. You're going to see this. So it's going to be a rectangle. It's going to be a gray block rectangle.
Okay, found it.
Right click and then there'll be line.
And
So
then you
after
have to
do a
make
line,
it 2?
Yes. At the top, you'll see 4. Mine just says 4.4 px, which means pixels. You can just make it smaller. That's just the thickness of it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to leave mine thick so you guys can see it. So what you want to do is make sure. So this is one picture, right? This is your picture. You want to, the layer 1 is your picture. You want to make a new layer and you're going to start this. So what you want to do right now is, you see the outside of my flower, how it's highlighted in red right now? this is essentially what you want to get. This is an outline, right? So I already had done that previously, but what you want to do is you want to zoom in on your photo, and to zoom in, it's Control+, okay? And you're just gonna zoom in. I'm gonna make mine this big.
Wait, it's Control what?
Plus. And you're gonna zoom in. And what you want to do is you want to outline the whole picture. This will take some time. You don't want, I'm gonna actually zoom in one more. You don't want your picture to have really just straight lines. This is not what you want when you want it like this. It'll become a triangle then, right? Because you want to make every curve look like a curve. Another small thing, see how every time I make a line, if you see on the right, it makes a new layer. That is perfectly fine. We will make that, we'll change that later, okay? So what you want to do is you want to start at one edge where you know you can come back to. So my whole thing is like a circle because it's a flower, right? You're going to start at one edge, and I'm only outlining the flower. Your things might have something different on it. You can also do part of the leaves, part of anything if you're working on it. So I'm only going to do the flower, and you're going to do small lines, okay? Small lines. And you're just going to keep outlining. This step will take some time. It's one of the biggest steps in the process. So see how when I make small lines, I'm getting a lot of layers on the side, but it looks more smooth. Okay, and the first thing you're going to do is just outline the whole outside. So what you want, I'm deleting mine because I already have some, but what you want is it's going to turn out looking like this. You're going to have an outline for all sides. Okay. This will take some time, so I will skip through the next step so you guys can come back and watch this video later. But so see how I made all my lines just one layer? I just click on it and it turns on and off, right? I just do this. So to make the lines, you guys did here. I'm going to do one petal and show you guys. You're going to make your shape, right? And let me just make this a triangle for now. Okay, so this are lines. These are all lines, and now you want to make them one layer, right? You want to make them one layer so you can fill it in later. So to make this one layer, you're going to go to the right side and see where all your layers are now. It's going to say shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, shape 4, shape 5. It's going to say that, and you're going to make multiple of these. Usually my pictures usually take a good amount of lines, over 700 lines. That's why I'm saying you won't be able to finish it right now. So take your time on this, but once you are done with this, what you want to do is see how when you right click on it, it'll say merge down. When you merge down, see how shape 7 and shape 6 are now together. You're just going to keep merging down. Keep merging down until you get to shape 1. So here, I'll show you. So I'm keep merging down, and now I only have one layer and it says shape 1. Now when I turn it off, now when I turn it off, the whole thing turns off and on. The eyes on the side, these are little eyes. Like I like to say, you can turn it off or turn it on. These are just layers. So when you don't want that layer to be shown, you can just hide that. That's a basic thing in Photoshop. If you guys ever take a Photoshop class or computer graphics class later on, this is probably what you'll use. So you're just going to make layers. And so this is what you want to outline, and then you're going to highlight it, okay? And you're going to create one. So this, you created an outline of your whole shape, right? And now what you want to do is create, see how there's more petals inside my flowers. These are just the outline of the outside. Now what you're going to do is you're going to create an inside outline, and you want your flower to look like, well, I'm doing a flower. So whatever you're working on, you want everything to have parts. So these are all the parts of my flower. These are small. So if I go in close, you'll see how these are all lines. Oh, sorry.
How do you get lines?
How do you do lines? Okay, if you go to your left side, the really long, there's a list of different tools, right? There's gonna be a block that's gray, okay? And if you hover over it, it's gonna say rectangle. You're gonna right click on that, and then the third item down says line. And you're gonna click on that, and then every time you make a line, it'll create a new layer, and it'll say shape 1, shape 2.
Yeah, the line isn't working.
The line isn't working. Are you working on a computer?
Nope.
Oh, okay, that's probably why. So next time when you are working on this kind of thing, you might need a computer, because on iPads and mobile devices, it'll be really hard to create the lines, and it probably won't let you. So if you want to, you can just watch this through, and if you want to take notes or anything, or just watch the video later on and create an artwork then. Okay?
Well, I do have a monitor.
Do you? Okay, so do you have a mouse or anything? Like,
Yeah.
do you? Okay, so if it works like that, maybe try connecting to that, because I use a mouse to draw my lines because it's so much easier for me. I don't know for sure though, because I have a laptop on right now.
Okay, let me try on my monitor then.
Okay, so you guys are gonna create this inside outline. So this is what I call my total outline. Okay, there's a photo, and then I have an outside outline, and then I call this, all the little petals inside, the inside outline. Okay, and you're gonna keep merging them, and merging them. Okay, so until you create, see how I have 2 layers, and I named them. So okay, so to name them, I forgot to let you know this, but if you right click on it, or actually just double click on the layer, it'll highlight like this, and then you can just change the name. So I can just change the name to photo. So that's like my photo. So you just want to rename it.
Did you
Yes.
just use the line tool, or is there a separate drawing tool you can use?
For this effect that we're gonna try and create today, we're gonna use just the line tool.
Okay.
Yeah. So after we create this, I'm speeding through this. I know you guys are gonna take so much longer to actually draw each line out. I already have these pre-made. So once you do this, this is gonna be your outline. The next step is gonna be a bit easier. You don't have to follow each of the shape of the actual flower. We're gonna create what you're gonna do this. I know, lots of red on the screen. What we're gonna do is create little triangles. So here, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So here, I'm gonna zoom back in, and I'm gonna work on this petal right here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna connect the outside to the outside. You're gonna just create small triangles inside your shape. And they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be like exact triangles either. They just have to be random triangles you're making, okay? It's gonna look like this. And once you finish doing all the triangles, you wanna make triangles on every shape, every part of your shape. So then in the end, it'll look like this. And you wanna merge those down. So at the end of your creation, what you're gonna have is you're gonna have the background layer, the photo layer, the outside outline, inside outline, and then your triangles. Okay, you're gonna have 5 layers. After that, what you want to do, I know I'm speeding through this, guys, I'm so sorry. But what you want to do after you have all your outlines done, so the triangles, like all the red, this is all the red you're gonna have on the photo. Now what you want to do is you want to merge, which means you're gonna put layers together and you're gonna make them one layer. You want to merge your outside, your inside, and your triangles together. So how to do this is you're gonna click on the outline, the outside outline. So what you're gonna do, click on the outside outline. On the keyboard, you want to hold down the control key. You're gonna hold it down when you're doing this. So click on the outside outline, hold down the control key, click on the inside outline and the triangles. What you'll see is now all 3 of these are selected on the layer screen, and on the photo, you'll see how everything's like blue, like it's all highlighted. Now you're gonna left or right click, and it'll say down here, it'll say merge layers. Okay, you want to click on this. I already have a copy of it, but here, actually, you're gonna merge layers. Now all 3 of them became one. So now I can see everything's together. Now if I turn that off, it all goes away. Yes, I see some people have questions. Unmute and let me know. Prisha, do you have any questions?
No, just...
Can you explain it once again? I think so. The class started early, and it is.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This is all recorded as well. So if you guys want to go back and watch the video, because I know this will take a long time if you guys are actually doing this at home. But what you want to do is you're gonna have 3 different layers, right? You're gonna have your outside outline. See how it's highlighted the outside for me. Then you're gonna have your inside outline, which is all the inside lines. is going to be all the inside lines that's highlighted. And then you're going to have triangles, which are these like triangle pieces inside your petals. I'm doing flowers, so whatever you're working on, it'll be that. After you do that, these are all little triangles, right? You're going to have to make them one layer. Yes, someone has a question, I think.
If it were like a person or like a girl, would it also have to be natural to do triangles?
You want to, you can still do triangles because I know there are some pictures online here. You guys can see my screen. So this is the type of art we're creating today. It's called a low polygraphic, right? And if you look, see how they've done people?
Mm-hmm.
You know see how they're doing people? See how they're all triangles still? They're a little different than ours, what we're going to be doing, because I'm doing flowers, so I'm using like bright colors. But you'll see this is the type of art we're doing, where everything's made out of geometric shapes. So if you don't want to use triangles, you can use like squares or diamonds. But I think triangles are the easiest shape to learn. So
because the girl I'm doing, it's an anime girl, and I don't think she'll look good.
It's fine. It's fine. This is just for practice. So it's a really big project. This is one of the cooler projects. So it requires a lot more time. Spend your time on it. You want to make the shapes small and big. You get to experiment with that. So now that you have 3 different layers, you're gonna click on the first layer. So you're gonna merge the 3 layers down. You're gonna merge the outline, the outside outline, the inside outline, and then the triangles. You're going to click on the outside outline, press down the control key, press inside outline and triangles. You'll see on the right-hand side that these turned gray. That means they're clicked. And you'll see on the photo how all the lines turned like bluish, right? Now you're going to right click on that and you're going to press merge layers. That's all the way at the bottom of the row. It's going to say merge layers. You're going to click on that. And now this has become one layer. So here, if I turn it off, everything will disappear. If I turn it on, everything will turn on. And now you want to name this wire frame, or you can actually name it anything, but this is what they actually call it. So it's gonna be a name. I have 2 now, but you're gonna just have 1. You're gonna have wire frame.
This is Soba. You have 2 more questions. Arpit and Karan have questions. It seems like they've raised their hand.
Oh, I don't have questions. My hand is stop.
Okay. Anyone else? I'm speeding through this. I know you guys.
Go ahead, Arpit.
Do you have to use triangles for everything?
You probably want to use one type of shape. So pick one shape and stick with it. Because you don't want to have like triangles and squares and diamonds and every kind of shape, because then it'll look very there's gonna be lots of different shapes on the screen. You want to try and use one type of shape, so it's easier to draw as well.
Okay.
Yes. I know it's also really confusing. If you guys want, there's examples online. So there's always examples. If you guys are doing an animal, you guys can, everything's online. So just, if you need any examples, just search up like, here, animal, low poly graphic. Just that, see, lots of it's triangles, because this is a lion. They have, here's a little raccoon, but this one is not as much of a low poly. These are what I mean. So there's triangles. Lots of them are just triangles because they look really cool. But if you guys want to create any other shape, that's also okay. Now there's only going to be 2 or 3 more steps, but they take a long time. So I'm just going to speed through them now. So now you created your wireframe, right? So this is just all the outlines. We're just going to call this the outline layer or the wireframe layer. So what you want to do now is you're going to take this wireframe, you're going to right click it, and it's going to say, it's the 3rd option called duplicate layer. So you're going to copy it. Okay. So when you're watching this video, if you're doing the artwork, when you're watching the video, you're going to create duplicate layer, and you want to, it'll say wireframe copy. What you want to click on is change the name. So what I like to call it is wireframe and then with color. Okay, you're gonna have two different layers. One says wireframe and one says wireframe with color. Okay, this is what you're gonna have. Let me delete the extra. Okay, so this is what you're gonna have. You're gonna have background, photo, wireframe, and wireframe with color. Ignore my other two. The other ones I'll show you later. Now, you're gonna turn the wireframe. What I mean by off, you're gonna click on this little like eye on the left hand, okay? And you're gonna turn that off. When you turn it off, you probably won't see a difference because there's the copied one that's still on. Next, what you're gonna do is now you're gonna have to fill. So you see how these little triangles are there? You're gonna have to fill them all in with color. To do this, we're gonna need to find the color of the photo behind it, right? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go on the left side and you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I think the sixth, no. Yes, the sixth tool from the top, and it's called the eyedropper. If you hover over it, it's gonna say eyedropper. You're gonna click on that, okay? What this tool does is that if you click on that spot, it'll tell you what color it is. See, if I hover over this, the top color, don't mind the red, this top color, see that pinkish, like white pink color? That's the color the flower is part of. So if I go to here and I see this dark pink, see, that's a dark pink color. So what you're gonna do is now you've highlighted these colors. Every time you click on a color, it'll change. So this white color, and then in here, it's a little green because it's like the stem area. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna fill in each of these little triangles with the paint bucket. So I will show you. Okay, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take the eyedropper. Make sure you're on the layer that says wireframe with color. Mine says something a little weird after, but it doesn't matter. For yours, make sure you're on wireframe with color and make sure you're clicked on that, okay? You're gonna take the eyedropper and I'm gonna start with petal. You're gonna highlight over that color and pick the color that's the most seen. See how on some of these triangles, so if I go to this triangle, see how there's a little bit of white and a little bit of dark? Try and click in the middle and find a color that's majority there. So what it's filled up with the most. So this one has more of the darker color than the lighter color, right? So you're gonna eyedrop that and you're gonna see on the top of the circle, it's pink. Now you're gonna go to your paint bucket. Remember, it's this gradient. It says gradient right here. You're gonna right click and you press the paint bucket and go back to the shape you were working on and click that. Oops, sorry. Okay, so if this pops up for you guys where it says layer is not editable, if you guys can see that, see on the layer, there's a little square at the bottom right here. To make that go away, right click and press rasterize. So I know if you guys are watching the video and you can't ask me questions in person, this is what you want to do if it doesn't work. You're gonna go here and you're gonna press rasterize. Now that I pressed that, it went away, the little square went away. Again, so you're gonna take your eyedropper, highlight the color around there, take the paint bucket, and now you're gonna fill it in. See how this whole little like parallelogram turned that color? You're gonna do that for every little triangle. So this will take a lot of time. So you're gonna go to the next, you're gonna take the eyedropper, go to the next square, take your paint bucket, and turn it a color. After you do this, the whole thing will turn into, it'll look like this. So this is the actual flower in the background, and it'll turn to look like this. See how every little triangle is an actual color, like it's a solid color, so it looks really blocky. So that's the type of an effect that we're going for. So if I zoom out, see, this is how the flower will look like. The next step, so this is what you want to do, and when you end up, this is how it's going to end up, okay? So this is what you're going to end up with. You can end it here if you like it, or what I did was I didn't like the red too much. So what you're going to do is the fourth tool from the top, if you want to change the color of your lines, if you're happy with it, this is where you end. Now what you're going to do if you want to change the color of the lines is you're going to go to this, the fourth tool from the top, and you hover over it, it's going to say magic wand, really cool name. You're going to click on that and click on magic wand. And what you're going to do is, here, I'm going to zoom in a little. you want to click on the red, only the red. Don't click on like one of the colors because then it'll only pick that color. Click on the red and it should highlight all the red. See how when I just clicked on that red, it clicked almost every little red line. Now I want to make this black. I want to make the red lines black. So you're going to go down here where it's like the colors, you know, when I switched it in the beginning, you're going to switch that to make sure the black is on top. Go to your paint bucket and you're going to make sure you're going to only click where it's red, where the red is highlighted. And you click on that, everything turns black. This will change up your picture a lot. My lines are pretty thick on here. That's why it's changing a lot of it. But what you want is your lines will probably be thinner because you changed it to 2. But now see how everything is still highlighted and I can't get rid of it? See, if I even click on other places, it just kind of moves my picture. What you want to do is Control D. That means Control, and D means deselect. So you're going to deselect everything and you're going to end up with this. I really like the black lines, but you can change it to literally any color and that'll change how your picture actually looks like. Okay, so what you're going to end up with. So let me go back through the steps if you guys missed some of the beginning. What you're going to do is start off with a black background, pick a photo, and then what you're going to do is do an outside outline. I don't have my layers anymore of that. But what you want to do is create an outside outline, the inside outline with the petals, and then do triangles. You want triangles or any small shape, and you want to make them pretty small, okay? Because if you make them pretty small, they'll look cooler. But you can also experiment with doing bigger triangles and smaller triangles in different places.
How do you get the triangles?
The triangles, you're all making them with each line. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, those are all lines. They're not actual triangle shapes. Yeah. So you're gonna just keep making different lines, and then you're gonna merge them. You remember how I said that? So you're gonna click on the layer. These are just 2 separate layers for now. These not the exact layers you're supposed to use, but you're gonna right click and it says merge down. It's at the bottom and it says merge down. You're gonna click on that until you have one layer with all your outlines. Okay. So this is my wireframe layer. Okay. And it's gonna be this. Now, after you're done that, you're gonna duplicate the layer. So you're gonna make a copy of the layer and you're gonna rename it. And you're gonna say wireframe with color. You're gonna right click on that. Only if you have a little square at the bottom. See how there's a square at the bottom of this one and not this one? To make it go away, because if you have it there, it won't let you edit colors. You wanna right click and press rasterize. Mine's gone, but here, I'll do it on this one. You're gonna press this one. And it'll see how all the blue went away, and now you can work on it. You can press each color. Now that you're here, another thing, when you're working on this, make sure you save it. If you are leaving it in the middle of it, if the tab deletes, everything will go away. So I will show you how to save. Give me 1 minute. So after this, you're gonna change the name to wireframe with color. You're gonna take the eyedropper, which is the 6th tool on the right or on the left, and you're gonna click on each little triangle and fill them in with the paint bucket. Okay, the paint bucket's down here. You're gonna right click. It's gonna look like this. You'll right click and press the paint bucket tool. And you're gonna click on each little triangle. Once you do that, it'll turn into this. The lines will probably be the color that you've chosen, but to change the color, you're gonna go to the 4th tool on the left called the magic wand. You're gonna click on it and you're gonna click on the line. So whatever color the lines are, blue, red, black, whatever they are, you're gonna click on them and then change it to the color that you want. So still you're gonna use the paint bucket tool. Okay, I made mine black because I really liked it black. And then even when you zoom out, you'll see it's all still selected. To make it go away, you just do Control D, which means deselect. Okay, and then you pretty much are done. So I'm gonna save this. What you wanna do is, so every time you're working on something and you're not even fully done with anything on here, you wanna go File, Save as PSD, okay? Don't just save it, because it won't save unless you've already worked on it before. Save as PSD, click on that. It'll just download. So whatever the title is here, you can change the name. It'll just download. And down here, here's your computer might work a little different, but just make sure it's downloaded. To open it up again, what you want to go is File, Open, and you're gonna see mine's up here, and you're gonna choose Final, Low Poly. So that's what I named mine, and you're gonna open it. So when you open it, see, I have 2 open now, but it'll open up to your picture, and you can continue working. Make sure to save before you leave the tab. If you do not, you will lose all your work. That's pretty much it for this. I know I talked a lot and you guys couldn't work that much, but if you guys are watching the video, take your time working on it, make the triangles really small, fill them in with the color, and make sure you're having fun doing it. So if anyone on the call has any questions, let me know. If not, are we good to go? Ria? Yes, I saw someone raise their hand.
Can you please repeat how to save?
Yes. So let's say this is the ending of my photo, right? Leave your layers, doesn't really matter. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the top left where it says file. You're gonna go press on file and save as PSD. Do not just save it, because if you don't already have it saved onto your computer, it's not gonna really save anywhere. So I just like saving as PSD every time I work on it so that I know. You're gonna press save as PSD. Mine automatically just downloads down here. You'll see it downloads. I have 1 and 2 because I downloaded it like 3 times already. But yours will probably just say the name. So mine says final low poly just because the name of my creation is, I named it final low poly. So to name it, what you want to do is just double click on that and just change the name. Yours will probably just say new project or something. Change the name to like whatever. So you can change it to like low poly, or you can change it to, because this effect is known as the low poly graphic, or you can just change it to flower or something like that. Once you've saved it, that's how you save it. And then if you want to work on it again, you do file, open, and when you go to open, you'll probably see it in your downloads. I have it in my downloads. You click on it, open, and it'll open like another small tab inside the website. So I have 2 now open, but this is the one I saved and this is the one I've been working on. Any other questions? No? Okay.
Okay, guys, so if there's no more questions for Soba, actually, thank you, Soba, so much. That was actually really cool to watch. So that ends our graphic design workshop. We thank you for coming and spending your time learning this. So we hope to see you at other youth events. Stay tuned. I'm going to send out a feedback form before you leave. Just click on the link. We just ask you a few questions about the event. Just fill that out before you leave so we can see how you feel about the event. How does everyone feel? Who had fun? Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, nice one, kid. All right, so I'm going to send the link. Just fill it out and you guys are good to go. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.